What's up, guys? It's Flossin, and today I'm here to talk about something that's been bugging me. Recently, I was part of a tier list collaboration with a few other content creators for Zenless Zone Zero. While the tier list discussion went fine, something about it was still bothering me. I kept looking at our tier list over and over, trying to figure out what was bothering me so much. So I sat down and really brainstormed on this. I thought about it over and over and over, and then finally, I logged on to Marvel Rivals, and I lost with 5 DPS on my team.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
But after that loss, it finally hit me. We have a big problem in Zenless, a problem that's growing more and more apparent as each patch goes by, a problem that neither Genshin nor Honkai Star Rail carry the burden of. And this problem, I think, will heavily affect the game in the future, and that problem is the A rank problem. Zenless has been really lacking in the A rank department, and it's left me and a lot of other people concerned about the direction they're taking within the new releases. So today, I'm going to talk about the A rank problem, why it's so important, and what the devs could do to fix this problem. Also, if you enjoy this type of deep dive content, remember to drop a like and subscribe. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Now, with the formalities out of the way, let's talk games. So, if you couldn't already tell, the scarcity of A ranks is a real issue. With only 10 A rank agents in total, and just one addition since the roster update in patch 1.1, it seems like A ranks have been pushed to the sidelines by the Zenless developers. This oversight is puzzling and concerning. A ranks, while often viewed as weaker or less powerful than S ranks, are crucial for maintaining game balance and providing strategic diversity. They serve as essential stepping stones for new players and offer cost-effective alternatives that help in crafting varied team compositions. The lack of focus on these agents since the game's early stages signals a worrying trend towards less inclusive and more monetized gameplay approach. This is particularly alarming, as it could alienate a significant portion of the player base, especially those who rely on more accessible characters to progress and enjoy the game. The first and biggest problem about this is the accessibility of agents. A ranks allow players, more specifically free-to-play players, to have a wider roster of characters to pick from. Even though they are less efficient than S ranks, it still gives players a way to build teams easier without digging into their wallets. I know that a lot of you aren't new players, and maybe you've been playing the game since day one, but I personally get a lot of comments every week about players who just started the game, and they will often tell me that they don't have previous characters that can fit into certain teams. Now, you could just say that they'll have to wait for a rerun, which is true, but I also think A rank should be there to fill those gaps, even if we as veteran players don't use them. Now, there are problems with this solution in itself that I will get into later, but I want to touch on the next reason as of why we need A ranks in the game, and that reason is banners. Now, I don't know about some of you, but I've been slowly maxing out all of the mindscapes on my A rank agents, and every time a new banner comes around, I sometimes don't even want to pull on it, because I already have the mindscapes needed for the A ranks on the banner. As veteran players, it almost feels like we're getting punished by playing the game more, because the devs aren't adding new A ranks. This was personally one of the reasons why I decided not to pull on Lighter's banner. The A ranks on that banner were already maxed on my account, and don't hate me when I say this, but they were boring to me. Now, that's not a knack at Ben or Corrin at all, but we've seen these agents already since the beginning of the game, and on top of that, both of them are given to us for free. We've had our time to play with them, but I don't want to keep doing that for another 6 months. I'd like to see my pulls have more value, instead of just trying to get the new shiny S rank agent. Now, I spoke earlier about adding A ranks that are similar to S ranks in the game, which sounds nice, but couldn't work in Zenless. Well, let me rephrase that. It could have worked, but it's too late, and here's why. Let's say you're back in patch 1.2, and you want Bernice because everyone has been hyping her up. So you decide to pull for her. You spend money, you unfortunately lose your 50-50, but you finally get her after going to hard pity, 180 pulls down the drain. Then, next patch, out of nowhere, the devs add an A rank anomaly agent that can apply anomaly off field just like Bernice, but with toned down stats. You'd feel ripped off, right? This is the game's biggest problem. Zenless can't go in this direction of adding A ranks that work just like the S ranks, because we've already put ourselves in a position where the player base is gonna feel resentment towards this type of practice. And frankly, if this happened with my own Bernice, it would leave a really sour taste in my mouth. But I'll play devil's advocate for a moment, because I know some of you might say, well, Flossin, I personally don't care if they did this. And here's the thing, that right there, not caring, is a problem in itself. If we go the route of creating lesser agents for our S ranks that are already in the game, this would benefit new players, yes, which is great, but for veteran players, we wouldn't even think twice about these A rank agents because we already have the better version. I couldn't even imagine how a release like that would go during this time in the game. Hey, what's going on guys? Hoyoverse here, and we've got something amazing for you. That's right, baby. Next patch, we're releasing an A rank agent called Caesar Prince. Yup, and Caesar Prince is going to provide a 20-second shield, a 300 attack buff, and crowd control that only works on one enemy. We know you guys already have Caesar King, but tell us, what do you guys think? Anyway, what time you get off tonight, beautiful? These agents would provide zero value to us, and it would feel like there's no new addition to our roster, unless this agent brought something unique to their kit alone, like Seth, for instance. Seth was the first A-rank agent in the game to be released, and while he isn't the flashiest character in Zenless, what makes him valuable is his core passive. Seth is the only agent in the game who offers an unconditional 100 points of anomaly proficiency. This unique trait makes him a great component for any anomaly focused team setup. Now, is Seth the best to use in anomaly teams? No. Are his multipliers worse than most anomaly type agents in the game? Yes. But that doesn't mean he can't play an important role of the anomaly playstyle. His role demonstrates that A-rank agents don't need to overshadow S-ranks to be valuable. They just need to fulfill a unique niche that enhances team dynamics. Seth's ability to fit so well into anomaly setups shows us the potential of a well thought out A-rank agent. And this is what I think Zenless should be doing in the future with A-ranks. We need to lean into the uniqueness or niche playstyles that are already in the game, just like how Seth leans into his role as an anomaly buffer. After watching the 1.5 livestream, we know that Evelyn loves the chain attack, so why not create an A-rank that unconditionally buffs chain attacks? Or consider Astra Yao, who's basically an off-field agent. What if we introduce an A-rank DPS that does more damage when an agent is on field? I'm not saying that they should do these specifically, but it's just an idea. I'm not a game developer, and I'm not going to sit here and act like one, but I believe these tiny implications can go a long way. Seth has already shown us this outcome is possible, and I don't think it would be too difficult to implement this in the game. Like many other people, I'm getting a bit tired of having to pull on a banner for an S rank I can't even guarantee just to enjoy a different playstyle. Not only is pulling on every banner highly unrealistic, but it's also a drag when I really want to dive into a different kit of an agent. I also want a reason to pull on these banners besides just the S rank Hoyoverse. I would really appreciate that our pulls get more valuable, like in Genshin or Honkai Star Rail. And frankly, I just want to see more A ranks in the game, and I hate that they've been on the back burner recently. But yeah, I think that's enough yapping out of me. Guys, the A-rank situation in Zenless has started to get really out of hand, especially since there was no announcement of it in the 1.5 livestream. So this whole thing has me really curious. What do you guys think? How do you feel about the A-ranks in Zenless Zone Zero? Do you like them, hate them, and what do you think the devs could do to improve A-ranks in Zenless? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. It's completely free and lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. Until next time though, happy gaming,
Bye.
and may your pulls be ever in your favor.